So I have your first exercise. I will give you a demo on how I worked on this piece, which has a much smoother approach. The brushwork is very flat and smooth. And this one is an impressionist approach. And you can see that the paint is applied very thickly, and it's more like it has a feeling more than a photographic look. The one on the left, I took 20 minutes to get done, and the one on the right was only 10. And I want you to give it a try. Watch the demo first, and then let me know how you do it. You start your study by doing a quick sketch. The painting is very diluted. You see I have two little cups there. One has Gamsol, the other one has linseed oil. All you do for the sketch is dip your paintbrush on Gamsol and dilute it a little bit. Then you can start with your brushwork, which is applied in a very thin matter, but it's not diluted. You just pick up the paint right from the palette and apply, keep moving until it's kind of like covering the whole canvas, not leaving any white spots underneath the paint. And to create this transition, this smooth transition, you just have to move the brush very lightly on top. So first you apply the paint, and then you go back with the brush and just kind of like very softly, you know, like you move the brush on top, and that allows it to create like a blending look. I'll just say, like, don't worry too much about colors, but start with a lot of white, because it's going to be easier to not be messy if you don't have strong colors to start with. See, your background is just, you know, like a flat, simple background, and then you can start working on the object itself. And again, you're just going to apply the colors smoothly. Keep moving the brush. Careful not to go over too many times between colors, because it's going to create a mess. So, you know, make decisions. Go in one area and then wipe your brush, go to the next area. And slowly you add a little bit of details, but right now I'm not too concerned about the results we're going to get. I want you to just try. It doesn't matter if you work with a pear, it doesn't matter if you decide to paint like an apple, just choose whatever you want to do. And I don't care about colors right now either. I just want you to have a feeling of how the brush responds to your hand. You will see that you start here the same way you started the other one, by doing a sketch. Only this time, instead of, you know, being very cautious at applying the paint and going smooth, you're going to add a lot of paint. I mean, like, you go through a lot of paint when you do impasto technique. This one is brush impasto. We'll get to palette knife impasto later. But right now, you're just going to, you know, be very happy at putting paint in your canvas. Just pick it up from the palette and put it there. And again, it's much easier if you use a lot of white, just because you're not familiar yet with how the colors behave. And I want you to just get a feel of how it is to play with the oils. It's really buttery, it's fun. So right now, my advice for you is enjoy. Don't try to be perfect. Don't try to get, you know, like a result that you have in mind. Just play with it And remember that practice makes it perfect, and I really don't think there's ever right or wrong. It is decisions. You decide to go in one direction or another. So right there you can see that I'm being very playful with how I am approaching the canvas. And the result is very nice and thick, and it is definitely more my style than the classic, but you get to choose what you prefer to work with.